Nice and breezy out here today, you all. Nice and breezy.
You see, there's just one thing I would like to know. What's the problem? What's the problem? Tell me, what's your problem? So what's the problem? Five, four, three, two, one. What's the problem? Tell me, what's the problem? So what's the problem? Tell me. Five, four, three, two, one. So what's the problem? Tell me. I wanna know. Oh, tell me. So what's the problem? I wanna know. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what's the problem? Tell me. I wants to know.
Hello and welcome to another episode of So What's the Problem TV show. Tonight's guest is a nutritionist. The name of her business is Better You Nutrition. And not only is she an expert with nutrition, but she is also a well-trained senior cosmetologist. She is a beautiful, bald senior cosmetologist expert, and she also owns Better You Nutrition. Kim Reed-Butler is backstage, and she's coming on now. Come on in, Kim.
Hi there. Hi there. Oh, I'm so excited.
Hi, Kim. Welcome to the show. I am so excited to have you as well. Why don't you go ahead and give us a brief introduction?
Well, okay. So, I've been in the industry for 28 years as a senior cosmetologist. I went to Dudley Beauty College in Washington, D.C. I'm married to one guy for 37 years. We have 3 adults, 36, 32, and soon to be 30. And 2 grandsons that are 9 and 6.
Awesome.
I know my husband was in the military, and it was because of that. Once we settled here in the Washington, D.C. area, that's when I went to cosmetology school. We raised our children here in this Maryland area. And I just love what I do. Probably about 2010, I got introduced to the Herbalife products, and eventually a business grew. And by 2012, we were in full out into the business. And so it has been 12 years into the business, and I'm having a great time with it. 10 years, actually. 10 years into the business.
Okay. And you're having a great time. Well, I tell you, you have had a really fascinating life, because I heard you say that initially you wanted to be a doctor.
Yes, I did. When I was a little girl, that's what I wanted to do. I struggled though in school, like with the topics or the subjects that you needed: anatomy, biology, and chemistry. They were like, get into cosmetology school, and the very things that I struggled with in high school and part of college are the very classes that I needed in cosmetology school. I was like, wait, what does this have to do with hair? But in the long run, it helped me to understand that my license as a cosmetologist is not just for hair. It
Right.
gives me the entrance to be an esthetician, gives me the entrance to be a massage therapist, a makeup artist, a nail tech. So it's all of all of those that fall under the umbrella of cosmetology.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
So Kim, tell us a little bit about how difficult that was for you, because obviously when you went to cosmetology school, you probably had a full head of hair.
Oh, I did. I started losing my hair probably like 2005.
Okay.
My very first initial parts of having alopecia was when I was a teenager, and was stress related. And I found out that it's definitely a stress related issue. My husband at that point, his transplanted kidney was having difficulty. And I think my just underlying stress, and I had another autoimmune deficiency happening in my body at the same time. That's when my hair started to go away. By 2009, we were definitely done. 2009, 2010, we were definitely done with hair. But yeah. Yeah, it was difficult, very difficult.
I'm certain it was, Kim. But now that you've established yourself, not only in who you are as a person, but in the industry, so now you've definitely made a name for yourself, and people no longer think when they see you, well, they don't question your credibility because you're an expert in the field.
Thank you. And no, they don't. 9 times out of 10, they think because of how natural hair has progressed,
yes,
they automatically think, oh, you did that on purpose. I was like, this was not on purpose. Not at all. But yeah, I'm able to like love myself. I progressed into that space because it took a while. I
bet it did.
Oh, I cried a lot. I was having conversations with God, like, I'm having a Paul moment right now, and you need to fix this. And all I kept hearing was, my grace is sufficient. I was like, that's not what I wanted. Yes.
That's the answer he gave Paul as well, my grace.
I know, that which is why I was like, fix it. And he's like, we got you.
Well, Kim, let's go into how you came to become a nutritionist. I mean, was it because you were so engrossed in your cosmetology training in the industry, and I guess you sort of probably felt that it sort of all fits together?
Well, it definitely all fits together. I have been talking to clients about healthy hair, making sure they drank their water, making sure, they got the rest and different things like that. I have been talking about that way before I was introduced to the Herbalife products, because I recognize that healthy hair, and when your hair is healthy, you can do anything you want to it within reason, right? Right. But I also knew that when you didn't drink your water, your hair was having conversations with me. Like, I could tell it was dry 9 times out of 10, because I paid attention. I could tell you were on some level of a meds. Even if you didn't really want to give me that information, I knew something because your hair was having conversations. And so then going into Herbalife, for me personally, it was because I was digestively challenged. Like, I wasn't having consistent movement. And because of that, I reached out to the people that brought the products to me for help. I saw them and their results, and I was like, okay, whatever you're doing, I want that. And can this also help me with the other things? Because when I got on these products, I started out as 180 pounds. Today, I'm less than 150 pounds. But it took a while for all of that to progress.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Well, you certainly are a picture of health now.
Thank you.
Yes, you are. And I recall when I was in the workforce, Kim, that sophisticated companies would use a strand of your hair to do drug testing, and that just didn't click with most people. How can they use a strand of your hair, Kim?
The reason why they can is because because what you ingest internally, it shows up in your hair, which is why, like, if I knew if a client was on high blood pressure medication, I could see the results of what that medication had an impact. If I knew you were having like some major surgery and you were going to have anesthesia, we have to wait to do any other chemical service because we need that to like come out of your system. Even if you were on antibiotics, I could tell like we needed to wait to do any chemical service because those kinds of things can retard the process because they end up in your hair. And so
in your hair,
like inside the strand. of your
In
hair.
your hair. Okay, so then you get into Herbalife. So how did you get introduced to Herbalife?
Like I said earlier, I reached out to a couple that I knew.
Oh, wait. Hold on one second. Who is that on the left?
My girlfriends and I have
Uh-huh.
a conference called Bringing Sexy Back to the Marriage.
Okay.
And the Friday night it's a themed event, and the Friday night we usually wear costumes to help give wives and ideas of how to present you to him in a different way.
Oh.
So I think that theme was, I don't even know if we had a theme of that night, but I was supposed to be like a safari somebody, like a ranger or something. So me and my happy hips fit into that costume. It was kind of tight, but we were in there.
Wow. Yes. And so that's a before and after of you?
Right. I should say before and during, because that was 2010 was when I first got started. And that was 6 years later in 2016. That was literally months before my husband's second kidney transplant. But yes. So 180 pounds, not digestively challenged, feeling winded going up and down the stairs, not really happy with how I looked. I mean, it didn't bother my husband, but for me, it was like, these clothes are not fitting well. You know, I was still dealing with my hair loss, and we still hadn't gotten my thyroid under control. And so I was doing the up, down weight, and stuff like that, and feeling very frustrated. And that's how I got introduced, because I reached out to them for help. I saw the couple that I knew them from church, and they were definitely an overweight couple. Young couple, but definitely overweight. A year and a half later, I see them and they have lost all this weight. And I was like, sign me up. I need some help. And that's how I got introduced to it.
And it was Herbalife.
It was Herbalife, yes.
And I've heard about Herbalife most of my adult life, as have most people. But what we are slow to understand is how much of what we eat affects who we are, period.
Oh my gosh.
Everything about your body.
Everything. Herbalife's has been around for over 42 years. It got started in 1980 by a gentleman called Mark Hughes. He decided to create this company because he lost his mom to trying to create her own concoction of prescription medication and over-the-counter stuff. And unfortunately, she passed because of that. And he decided he wanted to make sure people lost weight in a healthier way. And so thus the creation of Herbalife. It was a combination of the herbal supplementation, or the herbal mindset of the Eastern culture to our Western culture of medicine and, vitamins and things like that. And so together the marriage became Herbalife, because a lot of our supplements have herbs in them to help, create a balance of what we have. What we do in the Western world. So that's how Herbalife got around. And it's just, it's been 42 years. We grow a good portion of our aloe. We grow our aloe and our tea. So we have a seed to feed kind of thing. We grow, we take care of, and then we put it into our products.
Really? I never knew that it was herbs. I don't know. I just didn't make that connection until you just said that, Kim. I'm serious. Yes. People just don't realize that, but even your logo, Better You Nutrition, it looks like leaves, from plants.
Yes.
And plants are most plants are herbs. And actually, most of our healing, God gave us everything that we need to heal ourselves. It grows.
The ground. Yes. In the ground. Yes, it is. It is. It's really cool. It's really cool. So so that's how we got introduced.
So Better You Nutrition, what I noticed was that in 2012, well, you changed the name a few times, but you stuck with the word nutrition. Yes. In 2012, it was Building a Better You Nutrition.
Yes.
And in 2016, it was KRB for Kim Reed-Butler Nutrition.
Yes.
And so now it's Better You Nutrition.
Yes. So what I did was building a better you nutrition. That was the word that we liked, my husband and I. And so if you look at my email address, that BABY, that's
Yes.
for the building a better you.
But I was wondering why that baby was there. You are so clever, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. But when we decided what we wanted to put, like if we had a brick and mortar location,
yes,
we wanted it to be that's a lot of words. And if you Google me, you'd be like, that's a lot of words.
Yes.
And so Better You Nutrition was like, okay, that sounds so much better. So it is a better you, whether it's you better you mentally, whether it's better you emotionally, whether it's better you physically, whether it's better you spiritually. Because what my goal is to pretty much do the whole person and not just your physical appearance. We want to, yes, thank you. So we want to be able to, to be able to take care of your whole person, mind, body, and spirit. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you certainly have a very clever brand. You branded your business Better You Nutrition.
Yes.
And then you've educated yourself to the point where, I mean, you don't have to you've got that knowledge. It's already there.
Yes.
And so you are prepared to help a person mentally, physically, spiritually, in every way, Kim. I mean, my gosh, girl, that is just amazing. I can only applaud you.
Thank
Applause,
you.
please. Okay, so I heard you mention the word digestively challenged.
Yes.
I am currently digestively challenged in that I guess I just don't have enough fiber in my diet, and so it gives me indigestion, and I don't want to take anything over the counter to relieve the indigestion because that's just temporary.
Right.
So I do realize I'm 67, and I do realize that it's the foods that I'm eating. It's whatever I'm eating that I'm not getting enough of, or something.
Right. So I when you said, for me, the digestively challenged meaning was I probably wasn't getting enough fiber either. On the average, a woman should be consuming about 25 grams of fiber on a daily basis. A guy could go anywhere upwards of 35, maybe 40, depending upon their size, right? And even for women, sometimes we can take a little bit more depending upon like our weight and our height and stuff like that, because our body can afford it, for lack of better words. But we need to be consuming 25 grams of fiber on a daily basis. The average American gets about 14 grams. So we're way lower than we need to. And then you talk about like indigestion, heartburn, and elimination. Herbalife has a product. We have an aloe. We have a ready to drink aloe, and we have an herbal aloe concentrate.
It is a mouthful.
Oh my gosh. It helps with acid reflux, indigestion, heartburn, and elimination. So the elimination part is not going to make you run to the restroom, but it'll make life wonderful.
It sounds awesome.
Yes, and it tastes really good. We have an unflavored one, but we also have 3 flavored of the concentrate. We have cranberry, mango, which is the original flavored one that has been a staple, and so we've added the cranberry and the mandarin as well. So we have 3 flavored ones and then 1 unflavored, and then our ready to go. Yes, and then we have a ready to go as well. So
so we'll discuss that in a little bit more detail. But in the meantime, we have a backstage guest who is anxious to come on screen with questions. Wow, this is a treat.
A treat.
Oh, it looks like, it's Barty.
Barty.
Hey. How you doing? And my question, Kim, is what type of energy drink would be good for men in the morning when they first get up? Instead of eating a meal, what type of energy drink could I use for my energy?
For your energy, so we have a couple of things that will help with your energy. We have our an herbal tea concentrate that helps to boost your metabolism, stabilize your blood sugars, give you amazing energy, and helps you to burn 80 calories. We have it in the bottle form, And 4 flavors. And we also have it in the to-go package. So you can just as an individual size serving that you can have, and you can take it on the go. We have it in raspberry, chai, lemon, and now peach. That peach one just came out. Yes, in the to-go packs. But that would be the thing that I would say if you wanted to have energy in the morning, would have tea. And a lot of us that drink the tea say it makes us happy. It's a happy tea. So there's some herbs in here that help to balance those blood sugars. And that's a good thing for those that are dealing with some level of maybe hypoglycemia and maybe, some level of diabetes, because the goal when we sit down and have a conversation about like your nutrition plan and how we're going to get you to eat and things like that, it is to help you keep your blood sugar stabilized throughout the day. We want you to stay here. We don't want you to do the blood sugar roller coaster.
Right.
So having the tea in the morning would help you.
Okay.
So, sorry, Barty. So were those capsules in the bottle?
No, our tea is in a powdered form. So you can have our tea hot. Mix it. Yes, hot or cold.
Okay.
Yes, so it's in a powdered form. So in this packet, it's a 1 full serving of tea in a powdered form. And remember, I was telling you about like how Herbalife mixes the Western culture with the Eastern culture.
Yes.
Those herbs are from the Eastern culture.
Okay.
In the tea.
Is that in a 8-ounce glass?
Yes, you can do it in 8 ounces. You can do it. You can do it in 10 ounce. It's whatever ounce that you want to do it in.
But how would you get the most effect if you put?
I would probably say in the 8 ounce. If you're looking for that energy. Then it would be this. But the other thing that I was going to share with you is we have what we call Liftoff. And this has nature's raw guarana in it. So that deals with mental clarity and brain focus. But it also has vitamin B12 and some of the other B vitamins that will help you with your energy and boosting your metabolism. So what we call these two together would be like a mega tea or like an energizing tea, because you're getting mental clarity from the Liftoff and brain focus because of nature's raw guarana in it. And you're getting the energy from both, but you're also getting like the blood sugar stabilizers from the tea. Okay, so you will get the energy, but you won't crash.
Right. My last question.
Yes, sir.
Is there caffeine in that?
Yes, if you're looking for the energy boost.
Caffeine.
Yes.
Anything without caffeine.
We have an NRG tea that is called Nature's Raw Guarana. So that would be it has like maybe 20 grams of caffeine in it, but it's not to a space where it would hurt you. So like this tea is equal to a cup of coffee, a small cup of coffee. So if you're drinking coffee in the morning, you can have this tea.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna show you this.
We can't see it. Okay, what's that? What's that?
I see.
What are those cigar holder?
Backgammon cups?
A cigar holder.
Cigar holder.
All right.
Have fun.
All right.
Well, thank you so much for that, Kim. That was very interesting. The mental clarity Liftoff. Now that sounds necessary for a lot of people, especially people in my age group, because I'm already over 65.
Got you.
Yeah, and so that's important. Now, so you said for my digestion, I need more fiber.
Yes, you do. So that comes through your fruit, your veggies, and your whole grains.
Yeah, but I need it in something from Herbalife. I because my solution is not working, Kim.
Well, I got you. So we have an active fiber complex that gives you per scoop gives you 5 to 6 grams of fiber in it. So like if you added that to like some tea, you can have the unflavored one. You can add it into like a beverage or whatever. We also have an apple flavor and a tropical twist flavor. So that you mix that like with the tea, it's a really good combination. So you'll get the 5 grams in, and that way, if nothing else, that just helps you to add to what you're already having. Our shakes.
Yeah, you talk about the shakes all the time, girl. I got to have a shake. You are all on social media talking about these shakes.
Having that hot shake, and especially with your cold front that's about to happen. I have a shake every morning. Every morning. Yes, because it's less than 250 calories. There's 21 vitamins, minerals, and nutrients in these two together. Oh my God. And it's a good meal replacement. It's mindless. When I say mindless eating, meaning you don't have to think about it. All you have to do is just make it and you keep it moving. You can either have it hot or cold. Like right now, because it's cold outside, I usually have a hot shake for sure for breakfast every day.
Oh, that sounds good. Yes. Okay, now Kim, I'm lactate, so I don't drink whole milk anymore. But is that something I can mix with my?
No, we just mix this. We just mix these with water. So it's 8 ounces of water. Yes. 2 scoops of the healthy meal. This is the vanilla flavor, and then 1 to 2 scoops of the protein drink mix. So this is what we call the protein booster, right? So you mix that with 1 to 8 ounces of water, 1 to 2. Then you can add like maybe a third of a cup of frozen fruit, some ice. Oh no,
yeah, okay.
And you're good to go. You can even have it without the frozen fruit. It all depends on the flavor of the shake. I personally like to cook, so I like to play with my shakes. I've added some, like for the vanilla one that gives you the most recipe freedom. The vanilla, you can add some like blueberries, raspberries, frozen strawberries, frozen peaches, some frozen mango. We also have a mango pineapple shake flavor. But if you're just like, I don't want all of that, I just want this, then you can do that as well.
Well, it sounds really good. I'm really anxious to try it. And would I be able to, or should I have more than one shake a day, like maybe one for breakfast and one for dinner, and then eat a meal during the middle of the day?
You can. That's what I normally do. I'll have 2 shakes a day for weight loss, like consistent weight loss. You'll have 2. You will be replacing 2 meals, either breakfast and lunch and dinner, or breakfast and dinner. You decide what 2 ones to replace. Yes, I personally think that everybody should have a shake in the morning. Have it within an hour of waking up. It helps to get the engine going from breaking the fast from the night before. And it's just a good way to introduce food back into your system after like the eating from the night before.
Okay, now Kim, the other issue that I have are snacks. Okay, so does Herbalife have healthy snacks, or what? Because
yes, we do.
Snack when I go get in bed, Kim. What's up with the snack?
Well, part of that is you probably have not been eating consistently throughout the day. And so what happens is your body's going to make you give it what it wants.
In the middle of the night, I get up and go get the snack.
Exactly. 9 times out of 10, it's at night. And so so for us, we have some protein bars that would be snacks. We have what we call protein bites, the little bite-sized little bar, little bars, mini bars that to me remind me of a Nestle's Crunch. We have 2 beverage type snacks. One is called beverage mix, and one is in wild berry and the other's in peach mango. There's 70 calories, 15 grams of protein. Couple that with a piece of fruit, one that will meet your sweets need because because of that fruit flavor. That's how that will work. And then we have our protein iced coffee. It's 100 calories, 15 grams of protein. I would probably say do that in the middle of the day, not at the night, because with a little bit of caffeine, because it's coffee, you'll be up to whatever.
You're making me hungry, Kim, but we'll be right back in just a moment.
Just a moment.
New from Inspired, the Alopecia Awareness Special Edition. Visit laderopress.com 9 brave souls share their alopecia journey in this Confinement Chronicles special edition. Online everywhere. Hashtag I refuse to stop being me. The Alopecia Awareness Edition, encouraging testimonies birthed out of the 2020 pandemic. Stories written and compiled by Angie B. and Barty Productions. Published by Ladero Press. Inspired. Reading for the whole person.
Hi, everyone. This is Insurance Chat with Debbie Scarborough. I'm from Tifton, Georgia, and I'm married for 35 years. We have 2 boys and 1 grandson, 4 cats, 3 dogs, and a turtle. Text me your questions. That might help for our next episode. Want to make sure all of your questions get answered. Help bridge that gap between insurance language and what we need to know today. When we're dealing with our home and auto policy, we hear the word deductible. When we're talking about long-term care, it says elimination period. Well, they both mean the same thing. That's what you pay first before the insurance company pays. So there's a variety of products, especially with medical insurance. Most of us are seeing our deductibles $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. So today is probably more than ever that time when we need to think about a supplemental policy. So make sure you text me some questions that you may have about some of your insurance. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. This was Insurance Chat with Debbie Scarborough, and I hope you have a great week. Thank you.
We will be back with more of So What's the Problem with our host, Loretha Simon, and her special guest. But before we get back to the conversation, Women of God in Unity Working Together would like to invite you to join them Saturday, January 28th, 2023 at 3:00 p.m. Hosted by Pastor Samuel Jackson. This event takes place at Master's Domain Church of God in Christ, located at 511 Fremont Avenue in Daytona Beach, Florida. Please feel free to contact Loretha to learn more about this event. Lolo's Social Media Promotions is a proud sponsor of Women of God in Unity Working Together. It's just about time for today's dental health tip. Today's dental health tip is presented by Family Dentistry of Daytona Beach with Dr. Robin Quarterman, professional dentist. When you walk through our doors, you will get the treatment you deserve from a team that cares. Call the office at 386-255-0238 or visit QuartermanDental.com. Now, Loretha has today's health tip and our dental health tip. Take it away, Loretha.
Thank you so much, Angie B. Dr. Robin Quarterman would like for you to call her office and make your annual visit so that your teeth will remain healthy and bright. She offers cleaning services, restorative treatments, and expert practitioners. She's located at 244 North Frederick Avenue, Daytona Beach, Florida, 32114. And take it from me, if you call, make your appointment, and keep your appointment, your smile will blossom. Thank you, Dr. Quarterman.
Hey, everybody. It's time for today's health tip. Today's health tip comes to us from Better You Nutrition. Today's question is, Coach Kim, is it okay for me to skip breakfast? Or is it okay for me to have breakfast later in the day? Now, let's hear today's health tip from Coach Kim.
Hi, everybody. Coach Kim here. Just wanted to answer that question. It is important that we make sure that we have breakfast first thing in the morning, ideally an hour after waking up. What that does is helps to rev up your metabolism and get the engine going. Just like our cars need gas to fuel it going, so does our bodies. And when we delay breakfast or not have it at all, we're causing our bodies to go into a space that it protects itself and thus slowing down our metabolism. Let's say you ate at 8 o'clock last night and you don't eat until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Unless you are intentionally doing intermittent fasting, you have put your body in a protective space where it will shut down and slow down your metabolism. After a while, your body will become insulin resistant and then insulin dependent. And so the best way to go is to have a breakfast, ideally one of my nutritional shakes, within an hour waking up. It helps you to stay satisfied. It helps to get your metabolism going, and it will help to keep your blood sugars in a stabilized space. I hope that answers your question.
It sure did answer my question, Coach Kim. Thanks so much, and we look forward to hearing from you, Better You Nutrition, and more. Be blessed.
I just love this show. I love everything about it. I love Angie B and Barty Productions. They are just awesome. So we're going to bring back my guest today. Her name is Kim Reed-Butler, and she's a nutrition expert, among other things. Her business is called Better You Nutrition. So come on in, Kim.
Hi there.
Hi, welcome back. Now,
Thank
Kim,
you.
I was on your website. It's krbutler.herbalife.com. And what was fascinating to me was you have a nutrition blog. And when I looked on the nutrition blog, there were just so many helpful stories. For instance, you have these 3 strategies will ensure your success. I think it says your food success. And then you also offer how women can support their health every day. And another one was fuel your fitness. And what's so interesting about it is it just seems as if there's an article or something out there that would interest everyone.
Absolutely. What is helpful is that Herbalife helps us create these, create our websites, and so they help to generate a lot of the articles and things that appear on my site. We have doctors from all the countries that we are in that help train us with all the nutrition and the things that, so I get to work, but they get to work. If that makes any sense. Yes, I get to benefit from their work. Yes.
Okay.
We have a Nobel Peace Prize physician, doctor on ours, Dr. Louis Ignarro. Yes, he was the gentleman that created the formula for nitric oxide that deals with at first it was the Viagra. He created it, then sold it, and then improved it, and then sought out to work with Herbalife. And so, yes, so he's the master on nitric oxide, and that helps to keep our blood flowing.
Yes.
Throughout our entire body. Most people have heart attacks and or strokes, that from like that midnight to like that 6 o'clock hour. And part of that is because that blood flow is not going from head to toe. It's getting stopped somewhere. So yes, he created that and he won a Nobel Prize for that.
Well, that is outstanding. And I also noticed that you all offer success stories. And that's just interesting because people is like a testimonial, so to speak.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. I have one of what we call my Herbal brother. He and I pretty much started the business around the same time. Young kid. Well, yeah, he would be one of our children essentially. When he almost had a stroke at 20. He was 400 pounds. Yes. And he said one night he just couldn't breathe. He couldn't get like a good healthy breath in. And they took him to the emergency room, and come to find out the doctors told him if he did not, if he had gone to sleep, he would not have woken up because he would have had a stroke. And then that was like the scare, for lack of a better word. So like, oh my gosh, I need to do something about this and get on these products. It took him 2.5 years to lose half of his body. So he lost 200 pounds.
Whoa, my God. But that changed his life.
Saved
his life.
Yes. And changed his life and saved his life. Exactly. Exactly. I think about my husband. When we first got started on these products, Reggie was a transplant recipient who happened to be on dialysis. And it saved, when I say that it saved him, like Herbalife doesn't claim to cure or to heal anything.
Of course.
But when you give your body good nutrition, your cells regenerate from the inside out. And so things start to change. Like him being on the machine, after a while, he was only on the medication that was related to being on the machine, not because he needed other medication, like the high blood pressure medication and any of those other things. He was able to, with the weight loss and getting good nutrition, be able to come off of those, but still have to be on the ones that were connected to the machine. Yeah. So like I tell people,
that is a miracle. That really is miraculous. It is.
Oh my gosh. Because it keeps me, it's my why,
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. It literally saved his life. Now, Kim, while I was doing some research, this really was a shocker. Blake Wesley was a young athlete at Notre Dame. He was a shooting guard. He has since been chosen in the first round of the NBA draft. He now plays for the San Antonio Spurs. And drum roll, please. My producer is not getting these drum rolls in. He is the newest Herbalife nutrition ambassador.
Yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely.
Yes, and he got trained at an Herbalife facility. He says Herbalife changed everything about his metabolism so that he could be a better athlete.
Yes. So our athletes are not just sponsored for the sake of being sponsored. As the criteria for Herbalife is you have to be on the products in order to be sponsored. So we have him. We have a couple of other people who are like the football draft this past, last year, this time. Yes, we have 2 football players on it. We have, her name is Heather Jackson. She's a female triathlete that we've sponsored. LA Galaxy, the soccer team for LA, they're sponsored by Herbalife, and they're all on the products. And we have other sponsored athletes, throughout the countries that we're in, but they're not just on Herbalife. They're not just being sponsored for the sake of being sponsored. Right. You have to be on the products to be sponsored.
Yes. And you can certainly tell that it has made a tremendous difference. If you follow their careers, you can just tell. You can see it.
Correct.
Well,
Correct.
I tell you, Herbalife has got it going on, girl. They are just
yes. I'm grateful that I'm connected. I'm grateful
absolutely,
that I'm connected.
absolutely. Yes. Now, as far as your career goes with Herbalife, do they have certain tiers, and do you have to accomplish a certain amount, or how does that work?
There's the tiers or the levels going up the marketing plan are entirely up to you. Let's say if I was satisfied here and I felt like I'm what you would consider like a world team. So this is the last level in as like a person to go up without a team. My next level in the marketing plan is active world team. I need a team of supervisors underneath me doing the business actively like me in order for me to go forward. But if I felt like satisfied right here and I was generating an income that was like suitable to what I felt was okay, then you could stay here. But there's no push to do anything that you don't want to do.
Good.
So there are no criterias. There's no criterias. You do the work, and it's entirely up to you. And you recruiting people, whether it's recruiting people to be your clients or recruiting people to be a part of your team. So the goal for me is to, like I said, my next level is active world team. So for these next few months, my vision or my drive is to recruit new distributors who like me have a vision to help other people become nutritionally fit from the inside out. That is my goal. So
wow, that is amazing. And so you're able to offset your Herbalife business because do you service your cosmetology clients in the same space, or how does that work for you?
Well, I have what we consider like a satellite club, where I can take this wherever I go.
Exactly.
So I'm getting ready to launch again my satellite club, and I'm going to offer Kim's tea station, energizing tea station on Thursdays and Fridays out of my salon. So we're just going to focus on doing like those energizing
teas. Yes,
teas, exactly. That's what we're going to start offering. Yes. So I'm getting myself ready. I'm gathering all my supplies and all the things that I need, and that would be the thing that I will probably launch at the beginning of December.
Oh, Kim, that sounds amazing because I mean, you got these hats, girl. You got no hair, but girl, you got a hat.
Plenty of hats.
You got a hat for every occasion. Yeah, you really do, and you wear them so well. I am so impressed. I'm really happy that you're happy. And go ahead and tell us how you managed to stay happily married, Kim, for 37 years, girl.
That's a Jesus moment for sure.
There you go.
That's a Jesus moment for sure. I mean, we've had our ups and downs, like any couple, right? But I think the goal is that I've come to realize that my marriage is bigger than Reggie and myself. There are days he's my good friend. There are days he's my best friend. There are days he's not my friend at all.
At all, yes.
At all.
Absolutely. And that's okay.
Put him in timeout, Jesus, and he's going, no, because you need timeout too. But it's communicating. It's I'm respecting one another. Yeah, and deciding that no matter what, we're in it to win it. Regardless.
You are definitely in it to win it. So do you still have to encourage him to take his Herbalife products?
Yes. Yes, it was so funny because the other day I was like, did you take your multivitamin? He was like, yes. I was like, just making sure.
And what about the children? I mean, they're not children now; they're grown. But
right, but no, my adults. The youngest will use them when he's preparing for like his long distance runs and his he did 2 marathons this year within 6 months of each other, and he uses the products then. He knows that they fuel him well. The oldest is comes from a space of being a personal trainer, and what I've learned over the course of time that I've been doing Herbalife, that personal trainers kind of poo-poo us away until they really get into our products. So I just love him for who he is.
Yes.
We talk shop, but
yes,
he stays on his side of the street and I stay on my side of the street.
Well,
I have offered, like, hey, can you have such an audience that people would listen to you like they do anything. And he's like, yeah, Mom, I have a life, no worries. The middle one, nah, it's not their bag. So I'm not even. I'm like, we're not gonna even stress out about it. But
and that's quite all right, because that's why you have a life.
Correct. There you go.
Yes, you have a life. It's called Herbalife, and you absolutely love it.
Yes.
Okay, so how would you encourage someone to have an interest in becoming an Herbalife distributor? Is that
distributor?
What you call it?
The first thing we would introduce them to, like, the products. We have a 3-day trial pack that has, it's a way for you to get introduced to the products. Inside of it has 6 shakes. Yes, 6 of our cookies and cream shakes, and then 6 of the teas. And so we can do this for 3 days. So it's a 3-day trial pack. So you do this, you would replace 2 of your meals, have 2 healthy snacks and 1 healthy, colorful meal, plus the tea, for the next 3 days. And that's a way to get you introduced to it, and then to see if this is something that you like, but also introduce them or invite them to attend an Herbalife opportunity meeting where you would hear about like people's product results, and then you would hear about people's income results, and then go back and then have those more in-depth conversations, and then show them like the initial marketing plan, like how you go from 25% as a new distributor up to 50%. And then once you get to 50%, which is what we call a supervisor, then the other ways of which Herbalife gives you paid comes into play. Meaning, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. And I really like that packaging.
It's a good way of doing it. So what the beauty of Herbalife is that you don't pay for my quote unquote my services as a coach. You pay for the products, but you get a coach, and her name is Kim. Right?
Yes, and that's the best thing. That's the best thing about it.
Right. And what happens is that we get to tweak your plan along the way. Like if you felt like there was something that wasn't going the way you wanted it to, like I'm not getting the results I want, or maybe I need to do this. And then we start having conversations like maybe it's time to add this in. Maybe it's time to adjust something within your nutrition plan. And that's the beauty of having a personalized nutrition plan, that you have a coach that's going to walk the journey with you, that's not going to like fuss at you or, any of those things that you may from time to time. I may have to get into your business, but you know what I'm saying? And when I say get into it, like, what are you eating and how are you eating? When are you eating? Or are you going to the bathroom? Because that's
right. Elimination is critical.
It's so critical.
It is.
So we were just talking about that the other day with a client. Like it's so, people don't like to talk about elimination, but it's
but that's important. I mean, if you don't eliminate in a week, there's something wrong with that.
There's something way wrong. Sweetie. Way wrong. When we should be having elimination at least once. Ideally 3 times a day. Ideally.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. It'd be like how the babies do. They eat, sleep, and eliminate.
Yes, and they do it well.
They sure do. Without even thinking about it.
Eat, sleep, eliminate. So So I'm really interested now in this Kim's Tea Station. What tell me what
does that? That's going to be where we do flavored teas, but they would be from the Herbalife line. So you would mix the tea with the liftoff, and then have some ice, add some of our aloe, and then have some flavored like a favorite flavored powder, like a cherry or a watermelon or an apple. And so you create these teas that'll help give you clean energy, helps you to burn the calories. It definitely will stabilize your blood sugars. But it'd be fun. So I wouldn't say yes, you have to replace your coffee, but it would be a nice alternative.
Yes.
To the coffee.
Yes. And now, but you mentioned satellite. I mean, so did you mean it was going to be something virtual? People can do it together?
A satellite, satellite means that I could do a shake tasting and like send the products to the person and like say, let's do this together. You know, yes, you know, where we would have like a tasting where I could say, okay, Loretha, you and Angie B, and you know maybe somebody else, and we
and Barty, don't leave him
and
out.
Barty, yes, we can't forget him. Him and his whole milk. And do a virtual shake party. We could do a virtual tea party. You know what I'm saying? So you get to taste the products and then decide, like, hey, I may want to add that to my life. That's the beauty, like again, I was saying about the 3-day trial packs, because you're doing it for 3 days and you can decide, is this what I want to do for my life? You know, you're replacing one, for sure, during those 3 days, you're replacing two. But you can either say, I just want to replace one a day. You'll still have weight loss results, but you have better results if you did 2 meals a day. But it's just a way of us, it was a way of us to getting together. But a satellite club means that you can have like pop-ups. Like let's say when we had the fashion show, we could have created a pop-up and had like stuff there where people could do a tasting and stuff like that. So
okay, well, can we do that for the 2023 Bold Ball Beautiful Beauty Bazaar? As a matter of fact, what's Angie B saying? Can we do a virtual drink party
during our book signing? We sure can. You let me know and I'll send the stuff to you, and then we can
No. She means when we come to the Maryland.
To Maryland, we sure
what
can.
You call Washington D.C.
The D.C. Yes, the DMV, as we call it, the DMV area.
We're coming to the DMV, darling.
Yes, the DMV.
We're going to have a virtual drink party.
Yes, we surely can. Absolutely.
Well, I tell you, I have had a marvelous time getting to know you, Kim Reed-Butler, and learning about your life, your family, your career with your cosmetology business, and the fact that you're an expert. And though you have no hair, it makes absolutely no difference because you are not your hair.
Amen. Thank you so much. When I say that, it took a minute for me to come to terms with that. When I think about just the history of hair and Black women and, you know, the whole 9 yards, it has been an evolution of space. I've been watching Hair Tales, and so that's a really good moment. But just the whole thing, like I've watched hair go from like, you know, being like relaxed, right? With some sprinkling of press and curl to it being a natural space. And people were like, you can't have a relaxer anymore. Those are no good. To like people like coming into a space where like I have to live my life the way I want to live it. And so whether I'm relaxed or natural, as long as your hair is healthy, that's really all that matters. If you're living in a natural world as far as your hair is concerned and you don't take care of it, it's no better than having a relaxer and that relaxer is being taken care of. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you have to figure out what your lane is, live in it and do it well. Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I love my hair. I went to the barbershop today, and for the first time, one of my friends in the building is a retired barber, and so he'd been cutting my hair for about 6 months now. But you know, sometimes he just doesn't feel like it, and so I decided I was going to journey out. And so I went to the neighborhood barber, and his father owns the barbershop, and so now his son has graduated from Barber College, DJ. Shout out, DJ. And so I'm very happy with it.
He did a good job. But like, it's so funny to see now more women walking into barbershops and getting the haircuts and stuff like that. Yeah. Whereas before that was an uncomfortable space.
It really was.
It really was, because people weren't being respectful.
No.
I know, but now they're recognizing that women want those same, you know, those tight cuts that a barber can do too. So yeah.
Well, listen, Kim Reed-Butler, I want to thank you again. This has been marvelous.
It absolutely has been.
Absolutely marvelous. And I'd just like to remind everyone that Kim Reed-Butler is the new sponsor for So What's the Problem TV show. She owns Better You Nutrition, and no one is better at it than Kim Reed-Butler. So stay tuned to So What's the Problem TV. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you so much. I really had fun.
See you next time.
Yes, absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.
You see, there's just one thing I would like to know. What's the problem? What's the problem? Tell me, what's your problem? So what's the problem? Five, four, three, two, one. What's the problem? Tell me, what's the problem? So what's the problem? Tell me. Five, four, three, two, one. So what's the problem? Tell me. I wanna know. Oh, tell me. So what's the problem? I wanna know. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what's the problem? Tell me. I wants to know. So what's the problem?
Great job, great job, great job, great job. So proud of you. Great job.
That
great
was so good, girl.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that Kim is a natural, honey.
Yeah, Barty was just in the back. Well, ask about this, ask about that. I'm like, you come on, ask her, you know. And he's so ready to do the whole cigar thing at the beauty bazaar. Loretha, I don't know if you saw them in September. I keep saying last year. They all gathered around. And
yes, and had cigars.
Introducing them to cigars.
Yes.
So my daddy looked at my husband like, "You better not smoke that thing," you know. But that's why he had to show y'all his little
his cigar.
Some backgammon cups. I ain't know what that was.
Yeah.
You know the one you put the dice in and you just
yes, remember?
Yeah, you guys have introduced him to something new. He's so excited about smoking cigars with y'all by the pool. Okay, do you have time to record a new health tip? We talked about breakfast.
We can do that. I'm sorry, say that one more time.
We talked about breakfast.
Yes.
You got something for folks like me that gave up sugar?
As far as like for Herbalife, as far as sugars, or just as a whole giving up sugar?
Well, as a whole, like I'm in a sugar detox Facebook group, and a couple of people have said, you know, I can try to do a replacement drink, but I find that like muscle milk still has 8 grams of sugar in it. Do anybody know of something else? Right. And then I think even Loretha was talking about, you know, cravings and things. I still need to crunch on something. And with my type 2 diabetes, I don't need to be crunching on popcorn. That just messes me up. So then I end up looking for some M&Ms with popcorn or something. I'm really trying to.
No, so that's why I asked about the snack.
Yeah.
Got you. So when I say this, the unfortunate part, like most of the foods that we consume have sugar, whether they're natural sugars or, you know what I'm saying? Or, so like.
We'll talk about the 30-day trial pack. You got that button on. And the
3-day trial pack.
Oh, now that thing was cute. Now I showed up like that.
Yeah.
It's an introduction to the product. So it's not just for people that may be interested in going into the business. Is it, Kim?
No, it's not. It's really just it's introduction to the products as a whole. Like let's say I want to lose weight, but I'm not sure if I want to try this or not, because this is when I say the minimal investment in your to getting the products, because these two are over $100.
Right.
Okay, but this would last you. This could last you if you're doing one shake a day. This, for all intents and purposes, this could last you almost 30 days.
Oh,
okay?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I spent about $40 on muscle milk. And I got about 3 different flavors, and I think they last me about 2 months because I do a different flavor. So that's still,
and they're not full of sugar. I mean, they've got sugar, but they're not full of sugar.
No, so
it's not a sugary drink.
Correct. And these shakes have as much sugar as a small apple.
Okay.
Now, but some people, if you're not used to like, if you want something more savory, the only flavor that we have for the shakes is cookies and cream, which is our most popular flavor. So some people feel that it's sweet. I won't say that on the commercial, but overall, it's satisfying. It is so good. You get the shakes and the tea. You get Kim. That's how it rolls. Yes.
Okay. Well,
we want to look like Kim, that's for sure. So,
well, I can tell you, I've been this past, probably this past like 5 months, I've been really focusing on really. I was getting ready to do I did a holiday photo shoot with some of my Herbalife sisters. We do a holiday photo shoot, and I was doing a 1 year comparison of what I did a year ago.
Whoa! Hello.
This one was 155.
Wow.
The green one was 148. So we're talking like 7 pound difference in a year.
Wow! And you kept it off, girl. That's what I'm talking about.
You know how you're like, wow, I did that, meaning that I've been really like focused on getting a new result, because they say getting new results attracts new people, right?
Yes, exactly.
And so and I wasn't like, for that wasn't an intentional thing, but I realized when I took that picture in the white jumpsuit, I had definitely put on some weight. But that's in life, because you take your nutrition plan for granted. Oh, I got this.
Exactly. Yes,
I'm good. Really I have 2 shakes, but I was loading. I was loading my shakes up. Let me tell you, I was putting everything.
Putting everything in that shake.
It was so good, but I was putting on more pounds. And my last shake at night was heavy, like crushed up Oreo cookies.
Yeah, too heavy. Kim, I was joined the Mayor's Fitness Challenge in January. I lost 22 pounds from January 10th right through the end of March, and from July, August, September, October, I believe I gained every ounce back. I believe I've gained it all back.
Gotcha.
And I'm just miserable.
Yeah, I understand that. So it has been like making some, what decisions do we make to shift like how we're eating, right? So I would love to sit down and do a wellness profile with you, to go over like your goals and how you want to do it, and then you can decide whether or not this 3-day trial pack plus a shaker cup that would come to your house, and you can decide whether or not you want to do that.
Now that would be perfect. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we're going to air this month's health tip. And then next month you get to be a guest on the show again, because you're going to continue to sponsor. So next month, that could be the whole show. Is we can get 3 or 4 guests on, and we can all talk about what's going on. Okay. We call it a health challenge.
Yeah, we could do it, and that would be so cool if whoever you get to come on would be willing to do this for 3 days and create.
I'm gonna have some accountability. So
the accountability is we would be in a thread, a Telegram thread for 3 days. Yes. I would be sending what today's focus would be on, like your energy and your protein. The other one would show you like what the benefit is of having a well-balanced breakfast, that's protein based versus a carb-based breakfast or no breakfast at all.
Yeah, grits, eggs, and bacon, and some toast. Yeah.
Okay, so put us. I know. Kim, put us on your schedule for like the week of December 5th, 6th, something like that.
Yeah,
we'll all be back from later that week. And
I won't be back until the 11th.
Yeah, okay. So sometime around then, figure out what's in your schedule.
I can't do it if I'm not at home. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, and let Loretha know, and we'll work on getting a couple people together, because it'll be after Thanksgiving. Everybody be feeling guilty. Christmas is coming, and that was what I was going to ask you.
It's a new year. Yes, I would love to. I would love to run a 10-day clean eating challenge. That would be amazing.
Oh boy! Okay. Oh boy!
So it would be this plus it would be 35 plus 20 to get into the challenge. So it'd be 55 for the challenge plus the 3-day trial pack.
Okay, we
can do it for 10
That's
days.
what I want you to talk about when you do the health tip. Do the health tip and tell everybody how to get in touch with you. But then say, keep watching the show, because next month we're doing the challenge. Hold up the stuff. And tell everybody to get in touch with Loretha for more information.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, I got to go to the John. I got to go eliminate.
All right. We will talk to you later, Loretha. Okay. Let me get your logo and stuff up here.
Okay. So before we get started, we're going to talk about this. This is what we're talking about, right? The 3-day trial pack.
Hold on, give me just a second. Let me take this down off the screen. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good, honey. Go ahead.
We're going to talk about this.
Is that what we use for the challenge?
Yes, this is what we're going to use for the challenge. Okay.
Yeah. You got to tell us about that. How much it costs? How we can get it from you, so we can be ready for the challenge. Okay. So I think we're going to do this flyer with your information scrolling, and you got a good 3 minutes. But don't worry if you mess up, just keep going. I can always edit it out.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put you backstage, and as soon as you see your face, you can get started. Hey, everybody, it's time for today's health tip. Today's health tip presented by your wellness coach, Kim. Visit her online at krbutler.goherballife.com. And now it's time for today's healthy tip.
Hey everybody, it is Coach Kim here. I just want to share something with you about the curious person who is looking to lose weight and maybe trying to figure out how to do it and how to get started. Well, we have a 3-day trial pack, and in this package, you'll find 6 packets of our cookies and cream shake. That is the most popular flavor tasting, and it is so yummy. And you'll get 6 of our teas inside. You'll get 3 of the lemon and 3 of the raspberry. And what this will do is it will give you an introduction to the Herbalife way of doing things, meaning that we have 1 to 2 shakes a day. We'll have 2 colorful snacks and 1 healthy meal. And we get to coach you along the way. So when you purchase this, which is $35, you will get me as your coach. I get to walk the whole journey with you for the next 3 days, however long it takes. And I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to be a guest next month, and we get to have a challenge. Talk to me and at KRB Nutrition. Stop.
It's okay, honey. Just keep
I
going.
was almost like
Talk
KRB
to
Nutrition.
me.
Like, no, not
No,
KRB Nutrition.
Talk to me and then we'll edit it out. Go.
Cool. Talk to me at krbutler.goherbalife.com or call me or text me at 240-281-7865. And I look forward to introducing you to the Herbalife Way with this 3-day challenge.
Well. Thank you, Coach Kim. We appreciate today's health tip. Better You Nutrition. We appreciate you and we're looking forward to the challenge. Now, back to more of our show.